fuel, give me fire, give me double shot of time.
Tonight at Texas is when we decide the 4 men that are going to be cut. Currently, 4 men we are currently watching that are on the cut line here at Texas. We have Derek Lewis in the 42. Didn't really have a good chase to start with. He could be on the verge of being on the cut line. Nicholas Lopez, who's kind of struggled in this chase so far, he's on the edge. But these 2 men don't have to worry about the pressure tonight. Jonathan Morrison in the 3 and Caleb Hoffman in the 19, as TNT Sports will welcome you to Texas Motor Speedway for the elimination race in the round of 16 for the Dickies 500. For a beautiful day-to-night race. Conditions here, this is the only day-to-night. This and Brighton are the only day-to-night races that we have in the chase. So we're going to be starting in mostly broad daylight, except Brighton there's going to be more daylight because we're starting at an earlier time. More daylight. We're going to be starting currently 5 p.m. locally here at Texas. Some things to note: Jacob 2 won the pole with by turning a lap of almost 200 miles an hour going into turn 1. He could very well be the class of the field tonight when it's all said and done. How about Blake Dillon with a strong qualifying run, starting 13th tonight at Texas? We'll only know in the end 15 laps who wins and who gets cut from the chase, and who will have their dreams come to an end tonight. Without further ado, let's take a look at your starting lineup. Row 1 has the Exalta Chevrolet and the Jimmy John's Chevrolet. Row 2 finds the Interstate Batteries Toyota and the Cobalt Tools Chevrolet. Row 3 finds the Target Chevrolet and the Dollar General Toyota. Row 4 finds the AAA Insurance Ford and the Haas Autonation Chevrolet. Row 5 finds the Furniture Row Chevrolet and the Aris Internet Toyota. Row 6 finds the Caterpillar Chevrolet and the White Deuce Ford. Row 7 finds the Nature's Bakery Chevrolet and the Motorcraft Ford. Row 8 finds the Great Clips Chevrolet and the Nationwide Insurance Chevrolet. Row 9 finds the Fastenal Ford and the FedEx Express Toyota. Row 10 will find the Mobile One Chevrolet, one of the drivers on the cut line tonight, and the American Ethanol Chevrolet. Let's try to talk to pole sitter Jacob too, who's had a really strong run in this chase, but Lime Rock Park kind of derailed his momentum. He is currently 5th. Hey Jenny. Hey Jacob Tube, this is Wally Dawn back up in the TNT booth. You got us? Yeah, 10-4, man. Oh, in this chase, when we were at New Hampshire a couple weeks ago, you told us that you can only have one mulligan. You had one last week with your 29th place finish at Lime Rock Park. So how do you guys plan to rebound? You had a really well, Alan and the guys did put together a really fast rocket that I'm really confident in for tonight's race. For tonight, I just got to make sure we stay out of trouble. We had a strong car in the spring race, only to have late restarted, spinning the tires on the restart. It's going to be pretty interesting tonight to see how the track will react to the changes. It's pretty slick now. You see a lot of guys be damn sure on the bottom at the start, especially the guys who are on the cut line like the 42 and the 14. But I'm not worried about them. Our Exalta coating surfaces Chevrolet, or coating system Chevrolet, has this really fast car. really fast piece, and we'll be up front by the time the thing's over. Hopefully we'll try to keep that 24 out front. Hope you do. Good luck there, Jacob. Thanks, dude. Jacob Tube currently 6th in the championship standings out of 16. He came into Lime Rock in 3rd, left 6th due to the chaos of driving in the rain. Let's remind you guys of the race menu here. Tonight at Texas, we got 34 cars, just like always. 15 laps, keys to the race, presented by GE. Try to keep up with the track's changing characteristics. Early on, you're going to see a lot of guys are going to be fast in the daylight hours when the track's going to be slick and there's not going to be a lot of grip. Everyone's going to be either going high or low. But as the sun begins to set tonight and the track starts to cool off, you're going to see a lot of guys start moving up, running side by side in the corners. But for now, it's going to be a lot of apprehension on these starts. Don't be too aggressive late. Last week at Lime Rock, where we saw everyone be really aggressive and run people over on restarts, on the restarts, we saw a lot of wrecks, a lot of damaged race cars, a lot of bent up sheet metal. So these guys are going to have to keep their cool, especially when everything's going haywire around them. Also, fuel mileage could be a concern tonight at Texas. Known for a lot of green flag runs, just like other 1.5 mile racetracks. Like we go to Charlotte in a couple weeks, but at the same time, tires could be a factor. So a lot of crew chiefs have to be on the toes on pit road tonight. Pace car is off. Jacob Tube, Dylan Murway lead the field down. Is the final race in the round of 16. At the end of the night, we are going to find out the 4 men that are going to be cut from the chase. Here we go. Green flag on TNT. I have no idea why the 42 let the 20 in on the bottom, especially since he's one of the drivers that have to worry about, moving on to the round of 12, but you already see some 3 wide with the 19 car. Caleb Hoffman, currently one of 2 drivers in this field tonight that has a win in the bank. And here tonight is going to be considered a test for the next 3 races, all of which are going to be very tough and demanding on these drivers. Jonathan Wishart with a big run, went from the bottom of this racetrack all the way to the top, surprisingly quick, and he's going to try to take the lead. He clears him at the line. See the 48 up in 4th, trying to race the 4. Oh, getting a little aggressive, I see, at the line. Jonathan Morrison leads the first lap. Or Jonathan Wishart, I'm sorry, he in the 18 will lead lap 1. Lot of tight side-by-side racing, especially through the quad oval here. This track is like Charlotte in Atlanta in a way because of its quad oval design behind in the corners. It's very difficult to run side-by-side through the quad oval, and 3 wide is almost unheard of. Sure, a lot of people can do it in the corners and on the back straightaway, but when you get into the tri-oval, you gotta be really careful. As we see, 22 and 78 got together a few moments ago. Actually, this is quite the wad of cars. There's a wad of about 7 of them going into turn. Turn 1. This, to be fair, the 22 did crowd the 78 quite a bit. Had to come up the track, get into the 22. Amazing car control by both those drivers to not wreck. Amazing job. There's Caleb Hoffman going to be taking the 5th spot from his teammate Zach Speed in the 20. He is on the edge of the cut line right now in 11th. He'd love to have a good run tonight. He is about 4 points off 12th. That is the driver currently in 12th right now is the 78 of Eric Gamer, who is literally right behind him right now. Both of these drivers are currently tied. Drivers below the cut line as of right now are the 14. Oh, got one in the wall. It's the 43. Caution flag is out. This guy's 33 bumped into us and caught our tire. Looks like the left front down on the 43. He was running 29th when this happened. For 15 laps completed tonight in the round of the elimination race in the round of 16. Contact. Basically what happened, like the 33 was trying to go, just drove it in a little too hot. The car actually had some pretty major contact because he got really loose right there. Got the splitter. 27 had to check up, otherwise he was going to run into the back of him and dump him. But why? Looked like the 56 slowed up. 33 tried going to a hole, made contact, and fortunately the 43 is into the wall. Unfortunately, not fortunately. I would be happy for that. You know, with the damage that they got, BP, I think they might be able to just get the tire maybe pound out the right front, because that's where most of the damage was. But unlike you, he's probably going to be aerodynamically challenged at a track where aerodynamics are almost critical to drivers' successes here. Problems on the 3 car? Dave. Jonathan Morrison got on the radio and told his team, I may be losing having problems. The car is bad tight. They're gonna, on this next pit stop, they're gonna put a round of wedge. There they go now. Ooh, that was tight. Texas may be a tight pit road. Because, alright, restart. Here, 3 has gotten things taken care of. The 11 opted for 2 tires. You can do it early on. You can do a 2-tire gamble like what the 11 just did. 11 opted for 2 tires along with a few others to gain a few track position. Gain a bunch of spots actually. He gained about good 10 spots right there. He's going to restart next to the 78 car. As we get set for the first restart of the evening. Here at Texas, Nate Sherman and Jacob Tube are going to be on the front row for the restart. Pace car is off. coming to the into the Turner Sports restart zone. Green flag. You can tell the track's starting to change because when they came by, a lot of drivers immediately started going to the top. Like, see Derek Lewis running a Kyle Larson style line coming out of turn 2. Gets into the 4 a little bit. Everyone's good. Oh God. Everybody's good getting out of 2. There they go. Back straight away. 10 of Blake Dillon, 31 of Hot Wheels 44 into the wall. .31 of Hot Wheels 44 was the car that hit him. And holy crap. Oh, that bottled everybody up right there. Caution will wave again. Little too early to be doing a lot of stuff like that when you try to get a Kyle Larson line going. See him basically run right next to that inside wall, and that's what triggered that incident. Okay, I'd like to know how the 41 got in this incident. Alright, you see right here the 4. The 4 is already going 3 wide with the 41 and the 19, his teammate. The 4 tries to cover the spot. He did what he had to do, just got loose. Everybody saved it. And I was fully expecting one of these guys to just drive straight into the wall. Then you see the 31 get loose, go around. Almost exact situation of where to the way he spun last week at Lime Rock. The 10 tries locking it up, hits him. Everybody just about scattered, and I don't know how this wasn't a huge wreck coming out of turn 2. More importantly, that could have been much, much worse as he was coming up the track like that. Could have very well taken about 6, 7, 8, or possibly 10 of them. Wadded a bunch of them up on the backstretch. Blake Dillon gonna take the car, go behind the wall tonight. Unfortunately, he will not be competing for a win. That's a shame. He had probably one of the strongest cars here. One of the biggest surprises this weekend has to be this 10 car. See him make the turn to the garage. .31 also probably gonna be heading back there because of all the rear. I know, dude. I think he got the rear tire pretty good. Just see him down pit road. See his picker trying to pull the rear fender out because of where he hit. It was actually able to knock the rear fender to pieces right there. Through that, Derek Lewis actually lost a couple spots. He technically restarted back in 10th. He's all the way to 13th on this next restart. The 31 back out on the track. By the way, when cautions come out, the lap counter is frozen, so drivers can make repairs and not lose any time. Right about here is where you're going to see a lot of Drivers start to come and go. Like you see the 20 and the 41 on the front row for this restart. And the Polster is going to restart all the way back in 6th on the outside lane. And Nate Sherman, who's also partially co-dominated this race, is going to restart all the way back in 10th. Could this mean that this race could be going in a different direction? Only time will tell. Know that the sun is starting to set here at Texas. And the Zach Speed is going to bring them down out of turn 4 for the restart. And on the quad oval, 3 Joe Gibbs cars in the top 4. The 4th one is all the way back in 9th. All 4 of these drivers are in the top 10 and probably with the fastest cars out of anybody this weekend. Here we go. The 4 really, I think, was trying to play some gamesmanship with the 24, but 88's shoving him all the way to turn 1. Alright, let off. 3 wide for 3rd. Look at that, 3 wide, the 18, 24. How about this? The 88 is up here as well. Apollo Moon, he's currently 2nd in the other guys based on points as of right now. He's going to make it a 4 wide move on the backstretch. Oh, 4 wide at Texas. I'm a little worried about that. Jacob Tube backs out of the gas to give him room. Here comes the 41 on the outside of the 4 for the lead. How about oh, look at this. He has him. Comes to the trial. Barely gets the spot. Oh, daddy. And the 18 of Jonathan Wisser just came this close to dumping the 88 in the tri-oval. Cross to the outside and 1. See the 48 gaining a couple spots with a crazy 3 wide move going through the tri-oval. And the 21 just came this close to about wrecking the 42. Tonight, compared to most other IHOP Cup Series races this season, there's been just mild spins, no major wrecks, just mild spins, guys, spins and tire issues, just no major incidents. Not a whole lot of accidents. A lot of side-by-side action tonight. Probably the only other major incident tonight was the incident with a 3110. Blake Dillon has retired from the race. Here's Bill Weber. Alright, Blake, you had a fast car, surprised everybody this week here. Everybody, Speed Weeks, can you tell us what happened?
I don't know. The 42 made probably the stupidest move out of anybody I've seen tonight. And going 4 wide on the restart, especially when the groove kind of narrowed out. Got the 4, really bottlenecked everyone next to him. I see the 31 spinning, going up the track. I had no choice, but unfortunately I went low, hit him. I'm just lucky there isn't a bigger accident. That there wasn't a bigger accident out of all of this. Just hate it for our Nature's Bakery guys and the Sturross guys. They put together a good car. Got a lot of advice from Tony Stewart and Kurt Busch this week on how to handle this place, and oh well, just sucks for our guys. So on to next week, as we got trouble on the track, guys. Oh, the 25, is around the 3. Both of these guys got turned around off 4. Look out! There goes the 6. Oh man. The 83 is involved. The 1 got spun as everybody was slowing to the caution. That wasn't because of the 6. It was because when the 3 came on the track, everybody was going so fast. Everyone was either A, going to check up because they didn't want to plow into them at about a good 200 miles an hour. The 27 was actually dead sideways. See the 1 came to a stop and just about got hammered by the 55. But the big issue here, the 25 spun into the middle of the grass, then the 6 third caution is out, and unfortunately it affected a chaser. However, it is the 3 of Jonathan Morrison. He is able to move on to the round of 12 with his win to open up the chase. Here's what happened. You see the 25 just, oh, wow. Look at that, locks it down, basically drifts up the track, which causes the 6 to check up and get hit by the 15, drifts up the, whoa, my God, that was razor close. Wore the fronts down to the rim, guys. Wore it out. Wore the rims out. Just get 4 tires. Put 4 tires on it. That was Jonathan Morrison talking to his crew chief, Andy Houston. His crew chief Slugger Labby, telling this guy's to put 4 on it, and whoa, this was close. I basically thought he was just gonna get hit by about everybody in this wreck. Look at this. He was coming up. There's a 42. There's a 17. Just, yep. Oh God, that was tight. Gets it back going again, and then trouble behind him. Whoa, the A3 got a lot of air going through the tri-oval. You see the 83, they all checked out for the caution. Because when they saw the 3, the guys behind them all checked up. And wow. Just gets, hits the, wow. What if racing gets air?
What if racing up in the air as he was going around? Just hit the grass right there.
Surprisingly, he did not get a lot of damage. He's actually able to drive away, but probably damaged his suspension. I thought he was going to turn over. The free pass will go to the 43 car. Mason Powers had a very strong run going last week at Lime Rock Park. And I mean, it was a great run that he had. The 25 and the 6 both have a lot of damage to their cars. The 6 is obviously getting some repairs done. 25 just, they're pulling the fender out. They're a few laps behind. When we restart this race, there will be 6 laps to settle it here tonight at Texas. Nate Sherman, Sports Center Cup Series, Derek Lewis are the front 3. Now, how do things turn out? As we have several of the fastest guys in the middle of the stages, the 20, the 4, and the 41. All of them are going to restart in the middle of the field for this restart. Here's how things are going to turn out. Here we go. Jacob 2 picks the outside, gets a great jump and a really good shove from the 48. Is able to come down, almost gets clipped by the 11. The 11 gets a bad had to get out of the gas, but otherwise he would have been hit by the 42. Where 24 just misjudged it, almost bottled everybody up. Here comes the 2 of Robert Smith. Can he get his first career win? Here they go down the back. Don't count Derek Lewis yet. He's not afraid to mix things up here. Derek Lewis could very well get his first win of his career tonight. It would be, he is in a must-win situation, so he's got to make one of these decisions, or the 48 and the 24 are going to be gone. Oh, the 88 may be low on fuel. That's what you just radioed Greg Ives. Greg, how good am I on fuel? We may have to stop late here, bud. It's getting pretty low. Oh, great. This could be tight. Jonathan Morrison had a full head of steam right there, almost dumping the 22 a few moments ago because 22 just chop blocked her. Good thing she was able to gather it up, but unfortunately she loses about 3 spots. Zox Moon, as of right now, she is 3rd, having a pretty tough night going for her. Oh, look at this. Nate Sherman going all the way to the bottom for the lead. Trying to split the lap car, he traps this Jacob 2 behind the 6. Oh, whoa. Robert Smith, Derek Lewis getting real aggressive here. They almost wrecked them all. Wrecked really bad right there. Four laps to go tonight at Texas. Nate Sherman beginning to get in the lap traffic. Jacob Tube trying to negotiate around the 6. He does. Car turned around. That is the 15. He is on the apron. We stay green. This is a thick lap traffic right here. If one of them wrecks, these two guys are in pretty big danger of just getting wadded up in this, getting collected. Side by side for the lead as they go into 3. Noah Spalding does the right thing. Lets the 25 go. Lets the 2 teammates go. But don't count out the 11 here. They're not afraid to mix things up. He's not afraid to mix it up with the 24. Side by side, 2, 3 laps to go. The 11 actually is able to close in almost to the back bumper of the 48. Can he get to the 24? He had help from Jeff Gordon. Actually made Jacob Tube actually was told by Jeff Gordon to watch his only win here back in 2009, how to run this track. And he is doing just that at tonight. Car slowing down on the apron. That is the 14. If he can get out of the way, we stay green. Oh, caution. Oh, this is caution. The 17 into the wall. Hard. It's out of the gap. Oh, wow. Caution will wave. Caution will wave. Whoa, more spinning in the tri-oval. The 14 blows up. And, well, this could get bumpy. Oh my God. Wow. Jesus Christ, that was a hard hit for the 17. All of it to the back of that car. This is the third caution of the evening. A lot of green flag racing, actually. But I'm sure this restart is going to be quite the show. And KFC Cup Series, he is one of the cut line drivers. Wow. Sticker just worn all the way to the freaking wheel on this car. It's going to go down pit road, and he's going to go to make the turn to the garage. Definitely a rough break for the 14. Such a good car. Just got wrong circumstances. Now, if you're the 24, 40, or the 11, or if you're a guy like the 42 or the 41, what do you do on this restart? Well, honestly, if you're any of those guys, you just let it all hang out. Let it all hang. You don't come in for tires. But at the same time, you don't know if we could have 1, 2, or even 3 green-white checkers. So could be gonna be the show. Gonna be quite the show, to say the least, tonight. Just a reminder, drivers that are going to come down to the road, the 5. The 21 going to come down pit road. They're going to top off, and they should. They got nothing to lose. They got nothing to lose. Hunter Miller's punched through to the next round on points. Morrison in the 3. Xavier Sandreska in the 21 pit. They're going to top off. They're the only 2 that come down. The rest of the field does not. Oh, this could be tight. This is going to be quite the show here at Texas. The 42 is on the front row with the 2 on this restart. These guys have got basically anybody in the top 14 right now has old tires. Jake Basinger in 13th only took 2 on this stop. Rest of these drivers took fuel because of the concern that we could be going 2, maybe 3 green-white checkers tonight. The question is, once we make it around to the white, this race is official. Jonathan Morrison in the 3. He pitted out of 15th. It's going to come out 30th. Or 28th. This will be the show. Robert Smith, Derek Lewis, both drivers with no wins in their careers. Robert Smith took over the 2 back at Michigan in August this year. Here's how things will go for the first attempt at a green-white checkered finish. If we make it around to the white flag, this race is official. If there is a wreck on the white flag before we get to the whites, we will line them up, do it again, up to 3 tries. However, this could be quite the show. Here we go. Robert Smith in the 2, Derek Lewis in the 42. How do things shake out? Oh, the 42 got a horrible start, and he's going to get turned dead right into the wall hard. Oh, heavy impact for the 2. Big, oh my God. Oh, this is a big wreck. Hunter Rizzoni piles in. Zach Speed, Darnell Matthew involved. Hunter Miller as well. Eric Gamer with damage. Oh my God. We do come around, we'll get another attempt at a restart. Oh my goodness. Did the 18 get through that? Big time impact for Derek Lewis, but it was what Nate Sherman had to do. The 42 didn't really go. And unfortunately, it ended up taking out some good cars. Eric Gamer, one of the drivers on the cut line, is involved. Question is, did he get a lot of damage on it? I think he got clipped. He was only a lot of left front damage. Now, Jonathan Morrison's idea to pit during that yellow, that's a great call in Slugger Labby's part because he didn't know what the restart was going to be like. Hunter Rizzoni, not happy with the way this night went. Went from great to good to bad to basically having his chase hopes diminish. 3 of the 4 drivers currently in the top 16 are currently below the top 12, which you need to be above 12 to advance to the cut line. The red flag is out. Tonight, 3 of the 4 drivers in the top 12 just now have been in wrecks. KFC Cup Series had a tire issue the last caution. Patched up, he's back out. His chase hopes are pretty much over. Eric Gamer with a lot of right front damage. He does have a bit of, has hung mid-pack pretty much all night. So, however, if he's able, he might be able to finish this race. As the red flag is out. Basically, the 42, he was on the outside. As 42 has come to the green, right here. Basically, the 42 didn't get going. And, oh my god, this is a hard hit. Takes a massive shot. Almost identical to Tony Roper's incident. Then he gets hit by the 41. Other drivers get wadded up. Hunter Miller. Question is, could Hunter Miller be doomed to move to the round of 12 from this accident? Hunter Miller is on pit road right now. Damage, a lot of damage to the radiator. Right now, that looked almost identical. That looked identical to the late restart wreck the trucks had here in 2007 with the car getting hung to the right, hitting the wall, drivers having lots of damage. .42 getting loaded onto the wrecker. The 20, you know, considering the 20 is still running, he left a lot of fluid. 56 drove backwards into the garage. The 78 and the 18 are fine. The 18 just got scraped in this accident. The 20, however, he was one of the guys that ran into the back of the 5 car, and yeah. Continue to clean this track up tonight. As they continue to clean the track up, we would like to remind you that next week we kick off the round of 12 with the biggest track in NASCAR, Talladega Superspeedway. Coverage will begin at 12:30 p.m. Eastern with the Discover Card Countdown to Green. Then at 1 p.m. the EA Sports 500 presented by NASCAR Heat Evolution. On NBC. You know, think about the round of 12, we got some very tough racetracks. We got Talladega, the biggest track of them all, to start the round. Then we get Charlotte, fast racetrack, very characteristics very similar to this track in Atlanta. And Bowman Gray. Yeah, we got to go to the Madhouse in a few weeks. All 3 of these races will be on the NBC with coverage on NBC Sports Go.
NBC is basically going to be covering the rest of these races from now until Atlanta, the championship 4. Red flag has lifted. Hopefully things will bring a much cleaner restart. Jake Basinger in the 15 right now is in 10th. He may not be in the chase, but he's got nothing to lose. He could very well throw a Hail Mary pass going into turn 1. Think about this restart. We got 2 chasers. We got a non-chaser in 3rd. Hopefully, SportsCenter Cup Series spotter Mike Wheeler has talked through with Joey Meyer how he wants to be raced going into turn 1, because he doesn't want another incident to happen to another chaser, because the 11 has no win, so things could very well get quite hasty here. Here we go.
Do we settle it on the 2nd attempt, or do we have to go all the way to a 3rd green-white checkered finish? SportsCenter Cup Series with a good jump, but here comes Nate Sherman getting a big shove from the 19 of Caleb Hoffman going into turn 1.
Zoex Moon with a big run on the outside. She's going to make it 3 wide. She is the spring winner of this race. Could she sweep tonight? She could very well sweep this race. Out the outside to 2nd. Side by side, going down the back.
Oh man, this is going to be quite the show here.
Oh, the 4 and the 18 get together. Oh, the 88's on the 8. Had to go to the apron to miss them. Here they go, 3 and 4. Here comes the 11. He's not going to go quietly at all. In the 2, 4-car dogfight for the win. The white flag in the air here at Texas. Last lap. Is underway in the AAA in the Dickies 500. Nate Sherman's held dead even. Here comes the 11. He's good of SportsCenter Cup Series, making it 3 wide coming out of turn number 2.
Don't count out Apollo Moon and Caleb Hoffman. Judging by the way some of these guys have been racing up here, he can't quite clear them yet.
3 wide in 3 and 4. Brendan Little has made his way away from an accident in turn 2. A lot of smoke. And through 1 and 2. 3 wide. 3 wide right now. Literally, they could very well
Down the backstretch. He's going to clear him here. The 22 gets out of the groove. The 11 is going to clear him. Off of 4.
SportsCenter Cup Series wins at Texas. Oh, Robert Smith. Spins across the line.
Off the bumper of the 19.
Caleb Hoffman, just heavy hit. Oh, and he gets hit hard by another car. It looks like the 78. Low, low, all the way low, all the way low. Oh my God. Up into the catch fence. There's the two of Jackson Hunter on his roof. Crew members from pit road, ambulance workers running to that car to assist him. Very savage accident at the line. Oh my God, that's thumbs going up from the crew members and the drivers, trying to work to get the two out. The 78 up against the wall in one. Eric Gamer also ran to ride checking on his breath right now. Crew members pulling the two of Jackson Hunter out from that car. He's walking. Wow, look at the damage to end this race. The catch fence broke at the start-finish line. The way he hit, I thought he was going to go into the fence roof first. Became very lucky he didn't go in there that way. There's reports of debris on the racetrack right now, of debris from these cars actually going into the catch fence. There's the suspension from the two, not far from when the 78 came to rest. There's Jackson Hunter walking to the ambulance right now, getting help from the crew of the four. Wow. That was something. We can also basically thank the safety of these cars basically keeping the driver intact following this accident. Intact, keeping the roll cage intact. He may have hit bottom first. That's what partially paper shredded that, destroyed that car. Sports Center Cup Series offering to stop by and help. That's an incredible sight to see tonight. A lot of wild racing. Unfortunately, the wreck isn't what we wanted to see. In fact, Jackson Hunter came across the line 5th, despite going up into the catch fence, following probably consider this as the worst wreck in NASCAR Ihop Cup Series history. The official results: official drivers eliminated from championship contention: Eric Gamer, Nick Hunter Rizzoni, KFC Cup Series, and Brendan Little. Sure, the comeback kid won a race at North Carolina in a remarkably chaotic finish, but unfortunately just couldn't make it couldn't make it go, couldn't make much of a go in the chase. Struggled a lot tonight. Heartbreak for these four. Well, kind of unexpected because the other three drivers were in wrecks. Robert Smith out of the car after probably the hardest wreck we've seen in recent history. The way he hit and spun around, I thought he was going to go through the fence. Well, he kind of came down on it. Here are the unofficial results, here in a few moments. The unofficial results at the end of the wild night. We do like to inform you, all the fans in the stands are okay from that horrifying catch fence incident. There are a few that are being taken to the Texas hospital for minor injuries. There are 3 that are being taken to nearby Texas hospitals as of right now. SportsCenter Cup Series is your winner tonight. He moves to the round of 12 with a win, even though all the points reset. Nate Sherman finished second. Decent run for him. Great bounce back after last week at Lime Rock Park. Zoex Moon third. Caleb Hoffman fourth. Despite getting turned by Jackson Hunter, he declined interview of the incident. Jackson Hunter is fifth. Caleb Hoffman sixth. Apollo Moon seventh. Dylan Murway eighth with a good run. Jonathan Wishard ninth. Jake Basinger with probably his best run of the year in the 15 car since switching there in Michigan a few weeks ago. You got DJ Harris 11th, Brendan Little 12th, Mason Powers 13th, Menards Cup Series 14th, Xavier Sandreska 15th, What If Racing 16th, Eminem's Cup Series 17th, Eric Gamer 18th, spiking in that wreck. '19th Chris Washer, and then the 20th is Grayson Acevedo, Noah Spalding, Jonathan Morrison. He never really made much headway, but he actually did win the opening chase race, so he kind of used this night to basically have fun. Zach Speed, he is, despite getting in the wreck, he will move to the round of 12, despite basically having really mid-pack finishes. Then you see the rest of the field. KFC Cup Series will not move on. Hunter Rizzoni will not move on to the round of 12. Derek Lewis will not move on to the round of 12. However, Hunter Miller, despite finishing 32nd after getting in that accident, he will move to the round of that late accident. He will move to the round of 12. Here is the chase grid,
Especially since
eight of the drivers in the top 10 are part of the chase contenders. Unfortunately, these are the 4 that do not move or advance to the round of 12. And these are the 12 that are. Make sure, reminder that the next round is basically going to be putting these guys to the test. Talladega next week, we got, that'll be at 1 p.m. on NBC. Charlotte, also at 1 p.m. Mighty Mount Cup Series, will promote that on Instagram. And then Talladega, Bowman Gray Stadium, the Madhouse coverage will begin at noon on NBC. And then we will find then who makes it to the round of 8. Congratulations to SportsCenter Cup Series for his win tonight at Texas. And despite all the chaos, all the drivers in that wreck in the 2 late wrecks are okay. Derek Lewis may be bruised a little bit. Robert Smith is currently being checked out at the medical center. And we will see you next Saturday at Talladega.